Hello and welcome to IB Cast. I'm Yirmias. This is a introductory episode to general life in IB and sixth form. We are all year 13 students who are taking diploma. Charles is going to start off with the general life in IB and the difference between that and GCSE.
So in GCSE, students are expected to take up to 10 different GCSEs. This has changed in IB since there are three different programs. One is called Diploma, which is you take three higher level classes, three standard level classes, theory of knowledge, and you write an extended essay. Each class is graded from 1 to 7, and TOK and EE can have up to an additional 3 points, meaning diploma students are trying to achieve as close as they can to the maximum amount of marks, that is 45. Then there's also individual, which is you take 5 to 6 subjects at any level, standard or higher. This offers a different type of certificate, but also a high school diploma. And then there is BTEC, which is a range of different classes that help prepare students for the life in the working world. Each class has something called an IA or an internal assessment, which is students either write an essay or speak about a point that they have talked about in class to prove a point to their teacher, who then marks it and sends their result to IB to be part of the overall grade of their student. Now on to Daniel to talk about the privileges in IB.
So in IB, we have different privileges than the rest of the school, specifically because teachers will try to treat you like an adult to try and prepare you for college where you won't have the same sort of safety net as we do here at work right now. So the first main privilege that you'll get is the ability to sign out and leave whenever you don't have a class, whether that be a free or an absent teacher, meaning that at any point of the day, so if you have two frees at the end of the day, you can leave early, show up to school late, whatever. As long as you sign out, you can leave. Secondly, you are able to access your electronics like your phone, laptop, anywhere in Barber Hall and do whatever you need to do on it at any time. You just won't mess with you. You won't get punished for it. However, it is very easy to lose these privileges because if you miss deadlines for any sort of reason or if you get a lot of demerits, you will lose these privileges and be asked to be kept after school to finish off any work that you haven't finished and lose the ability to leave early or access your phone. On to Yermias to talk about the workload.
Yeah, so with the workload management, this is completely different to GCSE, and the reason for this is from our experience and many other people's experience in our year group. GCSE, you can essentially scrape some grades with minimal effort and just sort of coast around. Whereas in IB, you have to study and you have to be on top of your workload. Of course, it goes without saying that in GCSE, it is good to work hard, but the difficulty and amount of work you need to do to achieve the same results is much harder in IB. Much more in IB. So, and the reason for this is you'll be looking at uni applications which do become a reality in year 13, and also the work is much harder, especially in year 13. Yeah. A mistake that many people made, which is a general path for IB students, as I've talked to people in the years above us who are now in university, is that the first year is very relaxed, and then the first term of year 13 hits you and you are swamped, which is what all three of us are experiencing right now. If you didn't do much work and just coasted in GCSE, then you should be aware that you will have to learn to manage your workload effectively. And that can either be throughout year 12 or it can be during the first term of year 13. I would recommend that this be done during year 12 from personal experience. And the way to do this is to commit to doing a certain amount of work every day, even if that's just studying for a bit, reviewing what you did in class. Consistency is the key to success when it comes to IB. And also, as Charles mentioned about IAs, in year 12, you'll be given a long time period to complete these, but it's good to get on top of these because the deadlines do creep up on you eventually. and that goes for the extended essay especially. In free periods, that is what a lot of students use to get ahead of the workload they have with homework and whatever other work they have to do. Personally, I find that I get quite distracted in the common room when I'm at school, so I just accept that I'm going to use my freeze to relax, so therefore I don't have to take an extended break after school before getting into my homework. But finding out whatever works for you is the best course of action. And that's it for all of us. So thank you for listening to this introductory episode on IB and sixth form.
Thank you.